back to your favorite kids show, Active Kids, okay? Now, this is a show all about learning, all about interacting with you guys, and also, obviously, where we actively invest in your future. Whose future? Your future. My name is Puku Riachva, and I am hosting alongside the amazing
Monique Adams.
And
yes, guys.
We are so excited for today. Monique, do you have energy? Are you feeling it today?
I'm feeling it. I'm happy to be back. I know you guys missed me. You're just blowing up my phone. Like, when are you coming? I'm back now, guys. Relax.
And please do remember that you can catch Active Kids all days of the week, Monday to Friday at 9 o'clock right here. Now,
on
Monique,
the My Zone and Zoshi Facebook pages.
Exactly. So, can you guess what our topic of the day is?
I know the theme of the week is transport. And last time we were talking about like bicycles, but like I wonder what are we talking about today?
Today, do you guys want to know?
Yes,
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Drum roll, everyone! Airplanes. Today we are talking about airplanes in the sky flying high. Are you excited, Monique?
I'm excited. Have you ever been on an airplane?
I have been on an airplane. So
How was
cool.
that like?
So scary, but don't worry, we'll talk all about it today. But before we start, aren't these beanbags so fun?
They are. Who are they from?
It is from
Innovation.
Yes, guys.
Well, we would just like to say thank you to Innovations for this super fun, cool come on, I sound like my colleague Enzo, my friend Enzo. Beanbags.
Beanbags. Now, please do
send an email if you. She's laughing at me, guys. Let her have her moment. If you want to rent anything for your party, make sure to send them an email at info@kickstartnam.com.
Yes.
Well, you know, we need to sing. It's tradition here at Active Kids. We need to sing a song before we head over to our favorite people, Zoey and Zacky. So, what song are we going to sing today, Puku?
Today we are singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
I hope I don't sleep because that song makes me sleepy. But let's have fun and sing the song. So get ready, friends. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Wow, and we are twinkling with all of the stars above, with all of the airplanes above. But you know who knows a lot more about airplanes than we do?
I think I do. Zoey and Zacky.
Exactly. So let's see what they have in store for us today.
Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm great, I'm wonderful. Hooray! Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm great, I'm wonderful. Hooray! Guess what, all of my beautiful friends? We are back brighter than ever with the most fun and bestest show ever. My name is Zacky, and I had the best time ever this week with all of you.
Hi, beautiful friends. My name is Zoe, and I love learning all about transport.
And we are niece and nephew. This week, we learned all about transport. We learned more about cars
And bicycles.
and trucks.
And trains.
And today is all about airplanes.
Wow, Zacky, airplanes are like cars, right? But what makes them so cool is that they're built to fly.
Like in the sky?
Just like big birds.
But making something so big to fly has to be very hard.
Yeah, and that's why when very smart, hardworking people work together as a team, everything is possible.
But is it safe?
Well, they move extremely fast. They would never let you get into a plane if it wasn't safe, right?
And they move like fast, like with the wind.
Yeah. And you can move from one place to the next just in few seconds.
Wow.
And you know what? You know what, Zoshi? What's even cooler is that you don't need to use just normal roads or routes. You can fly directly from one place to the next.
Wow. And planes can move people or goods like packages?
Even animals can fly.
Wow, but they need to have like special papers before they can get on the plane, right?
And when you fly to other countries, you need your passport.
I just love how you get to be up high in the sky and everything looks so tiny from there.
And you get to fly between the clouds. And if you close your eyes, Zoshi, you can pretend that you're flying.
Planes are super cool. And they are just the best way for us to end our week with.
Oh, wow. Look at us being all smarty.
I think now it's time for us to sing a super fun song all about planes.
Yay! Get ready, friends!
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. I'm going on a plane. I think I'll try to find a rainbow so bright. I'm going on a plane to touch the clouds, so big, so fluffy and white. Soaring through the sky so high, spreading wings we fly. I'm going on a plane, I think I'll try to find a rainbow so bright. I'm going on a plane,
I think
I'll try to find a rainbow so bright.
Wow, Zoshi! I had so much fun learning about planes.
Zoe, Zoshi's not here, I'm Zacky. I know you miss him, but I'm Zacky.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
I forgive you. I
miss
forgive you.
Zoshi.
Yeah, we miss him too.
Okay. I'm sorry, nephew.
Okay, I forgive you for now.
Anyways, I had so much fun learning about planes. But now it's time for you to give us a fun fact again.
Okay. Did you know that on New Year's Day, what am I saying? In 1914, the very first plane flew.
Oh, what?
I know, right?
Wow, I love all your fun facts, Zacky. Now,
Thank you.
Friends, remember that trucks are super important for us to get all the goodies we need.
But we can replace trucks with planes.
What?
Because then the goods that are important to us, we can get them easily and faster with using the plane. But Zoe, it's time for us to say goodbye.
I
know, but we'll see each other again tomorrow.
That's right, friends. We'll be back next time, same place. Bye!
Zoe and Zacky are so smart and had so much fun. I was so jealous, like usual. But
from watching Zoe and Zacky, it gave us so much energy, you know?
did.
They kept talking about planes, so we need to fly with you guys. So Monique,
right.
what are we doing?
our active activity for today is Simon Says.
Ooh.
So you guys know how this game goes.
Okay.
When the one person says, Simon says, start your plane, start your plane's engine. Then you start. Simon says, take off. Then we take off, you know? So that's just like how we're going to play.
And when Simon says land,
They need to still watch. Keep on watching so you
Okay.
can see how we land our planes. Okay, so you start.
okay, let's start.
Yeah.
Simon says fly.
That was one. Okay, Simon says, put fuel in your airplane's tank.
Simon says, start up your plane with your new fuel.
Simon says, take off with your full tank plane.
Woo! Wow, Monique, I can't believe they do that in real life.
You know, so fun. But now the last Simon says, and that goes to you.
The last Simon says, pre-primaries, it's time for your lesson.
That's right, guys. That was our active lesson, you know, keeping active the bodies, you know, stretching, flying. We had so much fun. I know you did as well. Don't lie. Don't lie. But anyways, we need to go visit Teacher Muta.
The one and only.
For our online lessons. So pre-primary learners, get ready for your week 9, lesson 5. Enjoy.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My Family. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. So please take your sanitizer, put a little bit in your hand, and let us sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! For today's lesson, we will be talking about capacity, roles of the family, and counting. For our lesson to start, we are going to begin with page 14. On page 14, we can see that we have some empty glasses. Now it is going to be our job to color the glasses to make them full. But not just all the glasses, only 2 glasses. only 2 glasses need to be full. First of all, what does full look like and what exactly are we supposed to color them like? Let's now take a look at the table. On the table, I have 2 beautiful glasses. The first one is an empty glass and it has nothing in it. If you turn it upside down, nothing falls out because there's nothing in it. So this one is empty, just like the ones in your book. But I poured some juice and I now have a glass of water. But not just any glass, a full glass of water. You can see that it's going right from the bottom to the top and it is full. If I try to turn it over, I will spill, so I can't do that. So this is what full looks like. And when you are drawing yours, make sure first you put your line to show that it is full, and then after that you color the bottom. Then when you are done with the first glass, remember they said they want 2 full glasses. So you're going to color your first one and then you'll color your second one. When you're done with that, you can now move on to the next page, page 15. On page 15, we are going to be talking about the family members. I want you to look at the actions and I want you to say what each family member is doing. Now the first family member looks like he's packing away his toys. That is the brother. The next family member is mopping the floor. You can see he has the mop in his hand and he is mopping the floor. That family member is the father. Then the next family members that we can see are the ones that are doing the dishes. One is taller than the other and she needs help cleaning up the dishes. Then the next family member we can see is feeding the dog. You can see the dog is patiently waiting for its food. That family member is the sister. Then at the bottom, we can see that there's a boy who is dusting a table and he's about to sneeze. Oh no! Maybe some dust got into his nose. Poor boy. And this family member is the brother. Then the last family member we can see is taking out the rubbish. You can see that he has a big black bag and about to put it in the bin. So we are going to sing what they are doing in terms of their actions. And it's your job to act out the actions of all the family members. Now, I want you to try and do this with me. I'm going to be doing it sitting down, but I want you to stand up. And as we go along, I would like you to please do the actions and sing as well. So let's take a look at the classroom. So the first action we're going to do is pack the toys. Are you ready? If you can sing with me, that's okay too. This is the way we pack the toys, pack the toys, pack the toys. This is the way we pack the toys in our family home. This is the way we mop the floor, mop the floor, mop the floor. This is the way we mop the floor in our family home. This is the way we wash the dishes, wash the dishes, wash the dishes. This is the way we wash the dishes in our family home. This is the way we feed the pet, feed the pet, feed the pet. This is the way we feed the pet in our family home. This is the way we dust the table, dust the table, dust the table. This is the way we dust the table in our family home. This is the way we throw the rubbish, throw the rubbish, throw the rubbish. This is the way we throw the rubbish in our family home. Yay! Good job, everyone. Well done. I'm so happy. Now I want you to keep practicing these actions, and then you can also try and find out what you do with your family members. Do you help with the dishes? How about feeding the pet? And what about mopping the floor? Once you are done trying to act out these actions, I would like you to try and do it again, this time with a family member of yours. So take your time, boys and girls, have so much fun. You can even dress up and look for the things as well to act with. And I will see you soon after our advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
Let's now go to our last exercise for this lesson on page 16. On page 16, we are going to continue with our family members, but this time we want to count them and then write the correct number. So we have the heads of different family members, and on the other side we need to count which family members we counted, either one family member, two family members, or three family members. Now we're going to do the first two together, but before we do that, let's take a look at the board. Now I also have my family members on the board, and I want to show you what it looks like if we have one family member. Now if there's one family member, that means that we are going to be writing the number 1 for one family member. But if we see two family members, that means we're going to count 1, 2, two family members, which means we will be writing the number 2. And then if we see 3 family members, 1, 2, 3, that also means we will be writing 3 for our 3 family members. So now let's take a look at our exercise and see if we can do the first ones together. I'd like you to, with your pencil or your color, to write the number in this blank box next to it. The first one that we can see are, let's count how many they are. 1, 2. 2 family members. So that means we are writing the number 2 in the box. Well done. The next one has how many family members? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3 family members. So let us write the number 3. Good job, everyone. And the rest of these ones you are going to do by yourself. Remember, if you're not sure how many family members you have, you can count them with your finger on the paper. Then when you get the number, you write it in the blank space. Take your time. If you're not sure, you can ask for help, but make sure you finish by yourself. I will see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, boys and girls, and I hope you had so much fun. I know I had fun with you. Remember, if you're not sure or you don't understand, you can always ask an adult for help. Just make sure you end up doing your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our exercise, let us sanitize. Now remember, when we are sanitizing, we rub inside our hands, in between our fingers, around our hands, very good, on our wrists and the fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, I have not seen Sashi and I want us to sing our special goodbye song. Hello, Sashi. So, Sashi, I want us to sing our special goodbye song to our friends. Is that okay? Yay, good. So, before we say goodbye, please remember to stay safe all the time. Are you ready, Sashi? Good. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
Wow! I had so much fun learning with Teacher Mutsa. Pre-primary learners, I know you guys had much fun, just like Puku and I. But now who should get ready? The grade 2s for week 9, lesson 5.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, My Zone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is public transport and local media. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, it is very important for us to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and we rub inside our hands, in between our fingers, around our hands, very good, on our wrists and the fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be talking about capacity and data handling. For our lesson now, let's turn to page 15. On page 15, we are going to be doing capacity. Now, capacity is when we measure volume in liquids. In this case, we are going to be looking at the different items that we can see, the glasses of water. And then we are going to decide whether one is more or less than the other. Let's do an example on the board. Now on the board, I have 2 glasses here, and it is our job to find out which one is less and which one is more. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look like there's a lot of water in this glass. So, the word we are going to use for this glass is less. So, when you see that the one that has a little bit of water compared to the other one, you are going to write the word less. Now, the one that seems to have a lot, we are going to say that one is more than the other one. So you are going to write the word more. There we go. And now you know that when it is a little bit of water, we use less. And then when there's a bit more, we use more. So take your time with this exercise. Make sure that you look at each one carefully. And please, please, please double check because some of them look a little bit tricky. Let's now turn to page 16. On page 16, we are going to be doing data handling. Now, the type of data handling has to do with transport in the morning. This is how the children come to school on a Monday. So each one represents how the children got to school. The first one we can see is of someone walking, which means some of the children walk to school. The next one we can see there are cars, which means that some of the children come to school by car. Then the next one is a symbol of a bicycle, which means some children ride to school. And the last one we can see is a bus, and it looks like it is the school bus. So we have people who come by foot, which is walking. Then we have some people who come by car. Then we have some people who ride their bicycles to school, and then the bus. It is going to be your job now, after looking at this, to answer the questions. Let's take a look at number 1, number 4, and number 6. Number 1 says, how many children walked to school? Now this one is very easy. You are going to count how many children you can see. In this case, we have, let's count together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our answer is 7. Let's take a look at number 4. It says, how many children came on the school bus? Now let's take a look at the bus and let's count together. 1, 2, 3 children in that class came with the school bus. Let's now look at number 6. Number 6 says, how did most of the children come to school that day? Now for that one, you need to look at everything and decide which one according to the pictures. Have fun with this one. It's very interesting. And I wonder, how do you get to school? Do you come with the school bus? Do you ride your bicycle? Or do mommy and daddy drop you off? Or you take a quick walk? I want you to, when you are done, write how you actually get to school. And I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, boys and girls, and I hope you had fun. Remember, if you're not sure or you don't understand, you can always ask for help. Just make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done, it is important for us to sanitize. Now, when we sanitize, we rub inside our hands, in between our fingers, around our hands, on our wrists and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, I've been looking for Zacky the whole day. I think he's hiding from me. Zacky, where are you? Oh, there he is. So, from Zacky and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zacky Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
Wow, so much active learning, and I'm so excited for more. Aren't you, Moni?
I am. Tell me there's more, please.
There is so much more because grade 3s, this lesson is especially made for you. Week 9, lesson 5.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, My Zone and Zacky Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zacky Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is transport and communication. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, it is important for us to sanitize. Now remember, you can also use soap and water to make sure that your hands are germ-free. Just make sure that when you're washing your hands, you wash them for 30 seconds or more. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be talking about problem solving, multiplication, and subtraction. Now for our first exercise for today, let us turn to page 14. On page 14, we are going to be doing some problem solving sums. Now these can be very exciting to find answers for. We just need to focus. We are going to do number 3 together because it's a long one and I want us to get it correct. Number 3, we're going to read it 3 times. The first time is to understand what the story is all about. Then the second time is to try and get our numbers and what we need to do, whether we are adding or subtracting, or even both. So let us take a look at our passage. It says, 125 passengers boarded an aeroplane in Oranjemund. The plane has to make 2 stops, one in Windhoek and one in Ondangwa, before landing in Rundu. In Windhoek, 39 passengers got off, and in Ondangwa, 46 got off. How many passengers flew to Rundu? So now we know what our story is all about, and we can understand that it is about traveling. We have an airplane and we have passengers. Then we have 3 destinations. But now let us take a look at our passage again and then see which numbers are important to remember, as well as the destinations. So let us take a look at it one more time. 125 passengers boarded an aeroplane in Oranjemund. The plane has to make 2 stops, one in Windhoek and one in Ondangwa, before landing in Rundu. In Windhoek, 39 passengers got off, and in Ondangwa, 46 got off. How many passengers flew to Rundu? Now that we have read it a second time, I'm sure we are able to get our numbers. So let's take a look at the board. Now I want you to follow what has been happening in this problem solving sum. We are told that the total of people that boarded the plane from Oranjemund was 125. We know that out of those ones, 39 of them got off in Windhoek. And then after that, 46 of them got off in Ondangwa. But now we need to find out how many of them landed in Rundu. So the first thing we have to do or ask ourselves is, are we adding or subtracting? The first part, because this is a step calculation, the first part is to know how many passengers got off from Windhoek and Ondangwa. So we are going to add 39 plus 46. So I'm going to write my sum here. 30, 40, let's start with 30, 46. Let's start with Ondangwa. We are going to say 46 plus 39. Now, we have to add to find out how many got off the plane so that we can now use the total for our next step. So we are going to say 6 plus 9. And let's use our fingers. We already have 9, so we are going to add on 6. So we say, here's our 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So our answer is 15. But, 15 is too heavy for us to carry. So we are going to carry on. And how do we carry on, boys and girls? Well, we put our 5 here, and then we go to Mr. Tens and say, Mr. Tens, we have a number that's too heavy for us to carry. Please, can we give you the 1, and then we keep the 5. And Mr. Tens will say, okay, give me the 1. So we are going to say plus 1. Now we add 4 plus 3. Now that one is very easy. You have 4 fingers on one side and 3 on the other. So let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But that's not our real answer, because remember we have plus 1 more, which makes it 8. So we have 8 as our answer. So we write our number 8. So our total of passengers that dropped off in Windhoek and Ondangwa, which is 46 plus 39, will equal 85. So now that we know how many passengers got off from the 2 towns, we are now going to continue with our story. Remember, we are trying to find out how many landed in Rundu from 125. So this time, are we adding or are we subtracting? If you said that we are subtracting, you are clever. Well done. We are subtracting 125. So let us write down 125. And we are subtracting our answer, the one we got before, which is 85. So I'm going to put my 80 and my 5. Remember, we are subtracting, so we must not forget our subtraction sign. So we are now going to start. We'll start at the back and say 5 minus 5. Now 5 minus 5 is very simple, boys and girls, because we have 5 and we take away 5, which means that we have 0. Then we move on to the next one. 2 minus 8. Uh-oh, we cannot do that. So we say it can't. Instead of us doing that, we are now going to ask Mr. Grandpa Hundreds for 10. And we say, Grandpa Hundreds, please can you give us 10? We want to subtract. And Grandpa Hundreds will take a look and say, okay. So Grandpa Hundreds will cancel whatever number he has there and then give 1 to Mr. Tens. But he has to write his new number, which is now 0. Because remember, we have taken away 1 and we are borrowing from Grandpa Hundreds. So our new number, instead of 2, because of the 10 we got, is 12. Now we can say 12 minus 8. So we go to 12 and we are subtracting 8. And this time we can actually use the number line. So we have 12 and we're counting backwards. Are we ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer is 4. So we are going to write our answer 4. And because we have taken away the number here. It now says 0 minus nothing. And 0 minus nothing is 0. So instead of writing our 0, we are not going to put anything there, which means that our total is 40 and our sum is complete. So now we know that it was 40 passengers that landed in Rundu. I want you to try and do this one by yourselves. Try and do it again to see if you'll get the correct answer. What we did first was adding the two towns together, and then we subtracted from the total passengers to the ones that were left landing in Rundu. For the rest of the story sums, I want you to read them 3 times. When you read it for the 3rd time, it's to make sure that your answer is correct. So please, boys and girls, take your time, read your questions. If there's something you don't know or understand, it's okay to ask for help. Just make sure that you finish your exercise by yourselves. I will see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
For our next exercise, boys and girls, let us now turn to page 15. On page 15, we are going to be doing a times table. This means that we're going to write our multiples in a table. Now, how we are going to do this? We are going to try and do number 1, 2, and 3 together. As you can see, we have rows and we have columns. So I'm going to explain what each one means. So let's take a look at the board. Now, as you can see, in the corner, we have our multiple sign, which means sets of sign. This is the one that is going to help us when we are doing our times table. Now, how we use this one, we say 1 times 1. Then our answer we put in the missing box. So we already know what one set of 1 is. And one set of 1 equals 1. So we're going to put our 1. Let me use a different color so that you can see what is going on. So we have our 1. And then we move on to still doing 1. So we know that 1 set of 2 equals 2. Let's move on. 1 set of 3 equals 3. Let's move on. 1 set of 4 equals 4. But now we need to find out what 1 set of 5 equals. So if we draw one set, and then inside there is 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After counting what is in all the sets, we should get our answer. And our answer here from looking at the board is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that 1 set of 5 equals 5. Then we move on to the last one, which says 1 set of 10 equals 10. Now I want us to say it out loud together so that we understand what we are doing. So if we are done with that one, we move on to the next one. And the next one in this case is 2. So we're going to be doing 2 sets. And then inside the sets, that's what we're going to put. So the first one says 2 sets of 1, which is 2. Let's check if the answer is correct. So first we are going to be drawing 2 sets. 1, 2. And inside each set, we are going to have one thing. So there's one here and one here. So that now says 2 sets of 1. We need to find out how many there are by counting what is in both sets and adding them together. So we say 1, 2. So our answer is 2, which is correct. So 2 sets of 1 equals 2. Now let's move on and find out what the others say. We are going to now continue by saying 2 sets of 2. Let me say it again, and I want you to follow with your finger. 2 sets of 2 equals. So we are going to draw how many sets? 2. 1, 2. And then we are asked the sets of. How many? 2. So each set will have 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And we need to find out how many or how much they are all together. So let us count what is in all the sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer is 4, which means 2 sets of 2 equals 4. So we are going to write our answer 4. Now we are going to say the next one, just to check if it is correct. We're going to put 2 sets of 3 equals 6. We want to find out if it is correct. So 2 sets of 3 equals 6. So the first thing we're going to draw is 2 sets. 1, 2. And in each set, there are how many things? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we want to find out how many things there are all together. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that is correct. So 2 sets of 3 equal 6. So our answer here is correct. Now let's move on to the next one, which says 2 sets of 4. So at this time, instead of having 3 things in our sets, we are going to put 4 things. So let us put 4. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we need to find the answer, because remember we're doing 2 sets of 4. Let's see if it is going to be correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they are 8, which means our answer here is 8. Let's now move on to 2 sets of 5. Now remember, we already have our 2 sets, so all we need to do is put 5 things in each of the sets. So we're going to start by putting 5 in the first set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we need to put 5 in the next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after putting 5 in each set, we now need to count them all together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our answer, boys and girls, is 10. Now we know that 2 sets of 5 equals 10. Then the last one I would like you to try and do by yourself. Let's now move on to the 3s. So we're going to erase our first part so that we can make sure that nothing is confused with the 2s. And then it says 3 sets of 1 equals 3. So we're going to double check that answer. The first thing we do is draw the sets. So we are going to draw 1, 2, 3 sets. And we are told that in each set we have 1. So we are going to draw 1, 1, 1. So each set has 1. And if we add what is in the sets together, if we put them all together, we will have 1, 2, 3. So our answer is 3, which means that it is correct. Now let us try the next one. So first we need to erase what is in each set and our last answer. And we go and say, let's say it together now, 3 sets of 2 equals. So we are going to have 2 now in each set. So each set is ready. We already have our 3 sets. And then in each set, we're going to put 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer is 6, which means that 3 sets of 2 equals 6. Now let's move on to the next one. But before we do, we need to erase what is in the sets so that we don't get confused and we are ready for the next one to be worked out. So our sets this time are 3 like before, and we are now saying 3 sets of 4 equals. Let's do 3 sets of 3 just to make sure that our answer is correct. So we are going to do 3 sets of 3. And here we have the answer 9. So we need to find out. Now it's saying that we must put 3 things in each set. So let us go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now after putting 3 things in each set, we need to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our answer, boys and girls, is 9, which is the same answer we found here. So that means it's correct. Now let's move on. We are going to now try and find the next one. Make sure that your sets are clear before you move on to the next one, so that we don't get a wrong answer. Now we are saying 3 sets of 4 equals. So we have our 3 sets already, and this time we are putting 4 things in each of the sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have put 4 things in each of the sets. And now we add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our answer here is 12, which means that 3 sets of 4 equals 12. Now this is going to take you some time, so I'd like you to please be patient. I want you to really draw your sets somewhere else and take your time. It's okay so long you get the answer correct. Remember, on this side we are going to be drawing the sets that we see. Like the 3 here, we have our 3 sets. And then across on top, we are going to be drawing how many things need to be in the set. Like here, we said 4 in each set. After doing that, count everything all together to get your answer to fill in the missing spaces. Have lots of fun. If you get lost, you can always start again and try again. I will see you after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
For our last exercise, boys and girls, we are going to have so much fun. Let's now do page 16. For page 16, we are going to be doing simple subtraction of 2-digit numbers. Now this one is very fun because we already know how to do this one. So it's about doing it the right way. Let us take a look at the board. Now on the board, I have the first 2 and the last one. So we're going to do those 3 together. Let's do number 1 together. Number 1, we have 54 minus 31. Now we always start with our units. So we say 4 minus 1. And what is 4 minus 1, boys and girls? Well, if you use your fingers, 4 minus 1 becomes 3. So we are going to put 3. After that, we're going to move to our tens and say 5 minus 3. If we have 5 and we take away 3, that means our answer is 2. So our total is 23. Our sum now says 54 minus 31 equals 23. Let's now do the next one. The next one says 63 minus 10. Now we always start with our units. So we say 3 minus 0, which means I have 3 and I take away 0. So our answer after taking away 0 is 3. So we write our 3 and then we move on to our tens. Our tens say 6 minus 1. I have 6 beautiful things and I take away 1. How many am I left with? Yes, we have 5. And now our sum is complete. It now says 63 minus 10 equals 53. Now let's take a look at the last one. The last one in your book says 74 minus 30. So we are always starting, boys and girls, with the unit. And if we start with the unit, that means it says 4 minus 0. And 4 take away 0 is 4. So we're going to put our answer here. Please, boys and girls, make sure that your answer is in line with all the other numbers. Because we're doing units, that means all our units need to be in the same line. And when we are doing our tens as well, our answer should also be in the same line. Let's now continue. We have 7 take away 3. So I have 7 lovely things, and then I take away 3. 1, 2, 3. So our answer becomes, boys and girls, 4. Now our sum is complete. So it now says 74 minus 30 equals 44. I'm going to leave you to do the rest by yourselves. Remember to start with the units, end with the tens, and to put everything in line. I will see you soon after our short advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn, and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson, and I hope that you had fun. Remember, if anything is too difficult or you can't remember, you can always ask for help. Just make sure that you finish the exercises by yourself. Now that we are done, it is important for us to sanitize at the end. Remember, when we sanitize after lessons, we're trying to make sure that whoever we see afterwards, we are staying safe from them and to protect them as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, I want to go outside and play with my friend. Zashi said he would be here just now, but I'm not sure where he is. Oh, hello Zashi, how are you? So, from Zashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.
I had so much fun, but why do I feel like it has come to an end?
Well, Monique, because it is coming to an end, unfortunately. But don't worry, Monique and I know that you guys are going on vacation now. But you know what that means? We have so much more time to spend with you.
Exactly, exactly. So we will forever learn, forever stay active and have fun. But we have to say bye.
We have to say goodbye, guys. But you can catch us here every single day, Monday to Friday at 9. We will be here. Zoey and Zacky will be here. And it's going to be an active environment for active learning for all our active kids.
That's right, Fuku. I had so much fun learning about airplanes today. I can't wait for our next. Because Monday means a new week and a new theme. And a little birdie told me that the theme will be local media.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
No, you'll just have to come back to see it. So from me, Puku.
And me, Monique, it's goodbye.